Before Superman could leap tall buildings in a single bound, before he became the symbol of hope and justice that we know today, before Batman stalked the night, striking fear into the hearts of Gotham's criminals with his dark, brooding presence, and before Wonder Woman wielded her lasso of truth, standing as a beacon of strength and empowerment for women everywhere, the seeds of the superhero archetype were sown in the pages of pulp magazines. These early publications were the breeding ground for the larger-than-life characters that would eventually evolve into the superheroes we cherish today. These inexpensive publications, named for the cheap wood pulp paper they were printed on, captivated readers with tales of adventure, mystery, and larger-than-life characters. They were the perfect escape for readers during the early 20th century, offering a glimpse into worlds filled with danger, excitement, and heroism. From masked vigilantes like the Shadow who operated in the shadows to fight crime with a sense of mystique and enigma, to swashbuckling heroes like Zorro, who used his wit, agility, and swordsmanship to champion the oppressed. These proto-superheroes explored themes of justice, courage, and the battle against evil. They laid the groundwork for the moral and ethical dilemmas that would become central to superhero narratives. The transition from pulp magazines to comic books marked a pivotal moment in the evolution of the superhero. This shift allowed for more visual storytelling, with illustrations that could bring action and emotion to life in ways that text alone could not. Comic books, with their vibrant colors and dynamic artwork, provided a new and exciting medium to bring these fantastical stories to life. Artists and writers could now collaborate to create immersive worlds and compelling characters that leaped off the page. In 1938, a landmark event occurred, the debut of Superman in Action Comics #1. This momentous occasion marked the birth of the modern superhero, setting the stage for an entire genre. Created by writer Jerry Siegel and artist Joe Shuster, Superman, a powerful alien from the planet Krypton, became an instant sensation, ushering in the golden age of comics. His story of an orphaned alien with incredible powers resonated deeply with readers, offering a sense of hope and possibility. Superman's arrival ignited a creative explosion, inspiring a wave of new superheroes who would capture the imaginations of generations to come. Characters like Batman, Wonder Woman, and Captain America soon followed, each bringing their unique flair to the burgeoning superhero landscape. These early heroes, often clad in colorful costumes and possessing extraordinary abilities, reflected the anxieties and aspirations of a world on the brink of war. Their stories provided a sense of escapism and hope, showing that even in the darkest times, heroes could rise to the occasion. They offered hope and escapism during a time of great uncertainty, becoming symbols of strength and resilience in the face of adversity. For many readers, these characters were more than just entertainment. They were role models and sources of inspiration. The golden age of comics, spanning from the late 1930s to the mid-1950s, witnessed the birth of iconic characters such as Batman, Wonder Woman, Captain America, and Captain Marvel. Each of these heroes brought something unique to the table, whether it was Batman's detective skills, Wonder Woman's warrior spirit, Captain America's patriotism, or Captain Marvel's cosmic adventures, each embodying unique ideals and archetypes that continue to resonate with audiences today. These characters have stood the test of time, evolving with each generation while maintaining the core values that made them beloved in the first place. These heroes, with their unwavering commitment to justice and their unwavering belief in the power of good to triumph over evil, laid the foundation for the enduring legacy of the superhero genre. Their stories continue to inspire and entertain, proving that the appeal of superheroes is truly timeless. Before we continue, if you are enjoying this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive future updates. The golden age of comics wasn't just about superhuman strength and dazzling powers. It was a reflection of the times. This era, spanning from the late 1930s to the early 1950s, saw the birth of iconic characters who would become cultural touchstones. These superheroes were more than just entertainment, they were symbols of hope, resilience, and the fight for justice. World War II cast a long shadow, and comic books became a powerful tool for propaganda and patriotism. As the world grappled with the horrors of war, superheroes emerged as beacons of hope, rallying the public and boosting morale. They were depicted not just as fighters of crime, but as defenders of freedom and democracy. Superheroes, imbued with an unwavering sense of justice, were pitted against the Axis powers, battling Nazis and supervillains with equal zeal. These stories were not just about physical battles, they were about the ideological struggle between good and evil, freedom and oppression. Captain America punching Adolf Hitler on the cover of Captain America Comics #1 in 1941 became a potent symbol of American defiance and the fight against tyranny. Created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, Captain America was the embodiment of American ideals, a super soldier who stood up against the greatest threats of his time. Beyond the battlefields of war, Golden Age superheroes also confronted social injustices. They tackled issues like poverty, corruption, and inequality, reflecting the struggles of everyday people. These heroes were not just warriors, they were champions of the common man, fighting for a better world. Superman, though an alien, fought for the common man, taking on corrupt businessmen, crooked politicians, and everyday criminals. Created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, Superman was a symbol of hope and justice, using his extraordinary powers to protect the innocent and uphold the law. These stories, while fantastical, often reflected real-world issues, providing a sense of hope and empowerment to readers facing their own struggles. Comic books became a form of escapism, allowing readers to imagine a world where good always triumphed over evil. The Golden Age wasn't without its flaws. The early comics often featured simplistic characters and storylines relying heavily on archetypes and formulaic plots. However, these stories laid the groundwork for more complex narratives in the future. Despite early limitations, the charm and appeal of these early stories cannot be denied. They captured the imagination of a generation and set the stage for the evolution of the genre. However, these early comics established the fundamental building blocks of the superhero genre. Secret identities, colorful costumes, extraordinary abilities, and a steadfast commitment to fighting for truth and justice. These elements became the defining characteristics of superheroes, shaping the genre for decades to come. These elements, though refined and reimagined over the decades, remain at the core of superhero narratives today. Modern superheroes continue to draw inspiration from their Golden Age predecessors, blending timeless themes with contemporary issues. As the 1950s dawned, the Golden Age of comics began to wane. The rise of television, offering new forms of entertainment, began to overshadow comic books. Families gathered around their TV sets, and the once thriving comic book industry faced new challenges. The rise of television, changing cultural tastes, and the chilling effects of McCarthyism, which saw comic books targeted as a source of juvenile delinquency, led to a decline in sales and the cancellation of many beloved titles. The industry faced scrutiny and censorship, with comic book burnings and hearings on their supposed negative influence on youth. However, the seeds of a superhero revival were already being sown. The 1960s would see a resurgence of interest in superheroes, with new characters and stories that would captivate audiences once again. The legacy of the Golden Age lived on, inspiring a new generation of creators and fans. The mid-1950s marked a turning point for the superhero genre. It was a time of transformation and rebirth, a period when the seeds of a new era were sown in the fertile soil of imagination and creativity. While the Golden Age had waned, the desire for heroic tales hadn't faded. Readers still yearned for stories of valor and justice, tales that could transport them to worlds where good always triumphed over evil. In 1956, DC Comics, the publisher behind Superman and Batman, relaunched The Flash, a speedster hero who had been popular in the 1940s. This new iteration of The Flash was not just a revival, but a reinvention. This new Flash, Barry Allen, possessed a more science fiction-inspired origin story and a sleek, updated costume, signaling a shift in the genre. His transformation from a police scientist into a superhero was a reflection of the era's fascination with science and technology. The Silver Age of comics had begun. This period was characterized by innovation and experimentation, as creators pushed the boundaries of what superhero stories could be. This era, spanning from the mid-1950s to the early 1970s, saw a resurgence of superhero popularity, fueled by a wave of new characters, more complex storylines, and a greater emphasis on science fiction and fantasy elements. The stories became more intricate, the characters more nuanced, and the worlds they inhabited more expansive. DC Comics, under the guidance of editor Julia Schwartz, revitalized its superhero line, introducing new versions of classic heroes like Green Lantern and Hawkman. These characters were reimagined with modern sensibilities, their origins rooted in contemporary science and mythology, and creating new characters like the Justice League of America, a team of Earth's mightiest heroes. This team-up concept brought together the most powerful heroes in the DC universe, setting the stage for epic battles and grand adventures. Marvel Comics, under the creative leadership of writer Stan Lee and artist Jack Kirby, emerged as a major force in the industry. Their collaboration resulted in a new kind of superhero, one that was deeply human and profoundly relatable. Marvel's heroes such as Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the Hulk, Iron Man, and the X-Men were flawed, relatable characters who grappled with real-world problems and personal struggles alongside their superheroic responsibilities. These characters were not just heroes, they were people with hopes, dreams, and fears. This emphasis on character development and relatable conflicts resonated with readers, propelling Marvel to the forefront of the comic book industry. The stories they told were not just about battles and villains, but about the human condition, making them timeless and enduring. As we journey through the evolution of the superhero genre, we find ourselves at the dawn of yet another transformative era. The 21st century has brought with it a new wave of innovation, driven by the rapid advancements in artificial intelligence. From the creation of new comic book scripts to the way we experience superhero stories on screen, AI is revolutionizing the industry in ways previously unimaginable. One of the most significant impacts of AI is in the realm of content creation. AI algorithms are now capable of generating entire comic book scripts, complete with intricate plots and well-developed characters. These AI-generated scripts can serve as a foundation for human writers, providing them with new ideas and directions to explore. This collaboration between human creativity and machine intelligence is pushing the boundaries of storytelling, enabling the creation of more complex and engaging narratives. In addition to content creation, AI is also transforming the way we bring our favorite heroes to life on screen. Deepfake technology, powered by advanced AI algorithms, allows for the creation of hyper-realistic digital characters. This technology can breathe new life into classic heroes, enabling them to appear in new films and series with unprecedented realism. Imagine seeing a beloved superhero from the Golden or Silver Age, brought to life with stunning detail and accuracy, interacting seamlessly with modern-day characters. AI is also enhancing the interactive experience for fans. Virtual reality and augmented reality technologies driven by AI are creating immersive worlds where fans can step into the shoes of their favorite heroes. These experiences allow fans to explore iconic locations, engage in epic battles, and even interact with other characters in real time. This level of immersion was once the stuff of science fiction, but today, it is becoming a reality. Moreover, AI is making superhero content more accessible to a global audience. AI-powered translation tools are breaking down language barriers, enabling fans from different parts of the world to enjoy superhero stories in their native languages. This global accessibility is fostering a more inclusive and diverse fan base, bringing people together through a shared love of heroic tales. As we look to the future, it is clear that AI will continue to play a pivotal role in shaping the superhero genre. The possibilities are endless, and the potential for innovation is boundless. With AI as our ally, the next chapter in the history of superheroes promises to be more thrilling, more immersive, and more inclusive than ever before. The age of AI-powered superheroes has arrived, and it is here to stay. The adventure is just beginning. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive future updates.